Okay, so a lot of it doesn't take long to deconstruct people's belief in the most dangerous superstition, which is government and money. They're kind of together. And usually it takes between 30 seconds and a minute. It might go to 3 or 4, right? And then there's the question of what's the solution? That's what we kept being asked, as if I or anybody's got the solution. And at the same time, it's like here we are in Camden Town, in the middle of the devil, really, which is London being the devil, and except this place is kind of this place looks like. This is sort of part of the answer. Can we rely on you in not voting? Can we rely on you not voting?
Yeah! No. He's just panned round, hasn't he, to show this place. And as you said, I'm specifically here because this place is crazy. Everyone's gone absolutely... I specifically came to London to be a social engineer. So I founded a group called the Uman Group, which basically advertised the fact that we no longer need any form of government or legal system or money. We can just swap all of that for simple self-government based on logic and love. Easy. Absolutely easy. I think this is the way to transition. I didn't think it before I came here, but I think squatting's a huge part of it. Yeah. Obviously, if you don't condone something, don't be a part of it. So if you don't condone money, you need to get as far out of it as possible. Yeah. I've never really done laws myself anyway, because just do nice stuff. It's easier, isn't it? Yeah. And government, that isn't politics to me. Politics isn't about governing people or dictation. It's about finding the best possible way to coexist. I think little communities like this, and definitely not paying bills. Good Lord, don't pay bills. Don't need to pay to be. What sort of species pays to be on their own planet? That's insane, isn't it? It's completely crazy. I will not be voting at all. No,
excellent. You're
absolutely
not even tempted, right?
Oh, good God, no.
Excellent. That's great news.
Insanity.
Can you tell us how do you live together here? Do you have any agreements? How does it work?
You mean the politics of the place? Vaguely.
Maybe.
Yeah. You're quite sheepish about that word, and you're like, There's no structured organisational system or anything like that. It's not like that.
Because we did want to speak. We did want to speak to the boss,
the gaffer.
Are you the boss?
Kind of. I get called the boss, but I'm not. I believe greatly in just organic structure. For example, when I first came here, I had a little bit of gardening experience. I was also a guitar tutor, and I've worked with people with schizophrenia, and I was doing social engineering. I don't like to use the word politics. So I garden, and then people get food. If someone else likes cleaning, which sounds bizarre, but there are people who really like cleaning. My nan, if I was washing up a plate, she would be very, very persistent that I did not wash that plate. She would come along and throw it, get out of the way. I clean. I was like, no, it's okay, I'll wash it. No, fuck off, Hunter. And she was really passionate about cleaning. So if you clean, you clean. If you're a doctor, you heal people, and so forth. You simply do it for the it's old tribal politics, isn't it? You do everything for the benefit of everything else. And you do it because you enjoy doing it. Otherwise, don't bother. Don't do it. There's no point. I love gardening. Absolutely love it with a passion. Love growing food. I like seeing people go, oh. That's a wonderful feeling. So everyone just does what they do, except for her. For the benefit of everyone.
Just eat the food that you grow.
Yeah, she's my little rabbit, basically.
Great.
I think that answered the question, didn't it?
Yeah. Thank you. Wow, this looks lovely. What are you making here?
Just salad. I'm trying not to eat all the bread that we keep. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's tempting, isn't it? Do you know that I'm not sure if this is true, but I've heard that the bread works on the same neuroreceptors as heroin works on.
Yeah, it's probably because sugar is really, really addictive.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like when all the carbohydrates break down onto sugar. It's just, I don't know. Yeah. It feels like you're rewarding yourself when you eat a piece of bread or a pastry, but it's just really horrible. But yeah.
Great. So you're basically where are you from?
Slovenia.
Slovenia. So you're basically an immigrant, aren't you?
Yes, I'm an immigrant.
So it's people like you that have been causing all the problems in this country.
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, because we come here to work
Yeah.
and save up money, but what people forget is that it became really, really hard to save up money because you have to pay a lot for rent and stuff. So,
Right. Can we rely on you not voting, or you're not allowed to?
I'm not even interested in that. Not
You're not
really.
interested.
But yeah,
Great.
in the country I wouldn't vote. Like,
Yeah. Fantastic. That's great.
About the plant.
Oh, sorry.
It's a plant project.
Okay, great, lovely. There's a plant. I nearly sat on the plants. Basically, we're here as part of a political campaign, and we are asking if we're trying to get people that we can rely on not to vote at all in the elections. Can we rely on you not to vote?
I don't vote anyway. I don't vote. I don't believe in politics.
Right.
Bullshit. So I don't vote. Even if I have a voice, I wouldn't vote. No comment.
Yeah. Great, fantastic. One of the questions that I've asked lots of people, I'd be interested to know what you'd answer this, is what's really going on?
Where in life?
That's the question.
What's going on in life?
What's really going on?
No one scientist know what they will live for. How could you ask me that question if no one scientist know what do we live for? So you're asking me the same question again. What do we live for? No scientist knows that question. Very difficult. If we were told what do we live for, we probably would choose not to live at all. So it's a mission and for a purpose hidden.
Right.
So I just try to live happy.
Great. Thank
Smoke
you.
ganja. Smoke ganja. And
Great.
fuck politicians, motherfuckers.
And, I mean, just wanted to check one thing. Just one thing is, it's quite traditional to share ganja. Do you share it fairly?
I would share my girlfriend, but not my wife. No way.
Beautiful, thank you. Okay, so we're here as part of a political campaign. We're the only political party in the world that's campaigning for people to consciously not take part in the general illusion on the 7th of May. Can we rely on you not taking part?
What do you mean, not vote?
Yeah.
I'm already registered. I've already purposefully registered so I can vote.
Why would you do that?
Why not?
How many reasons do you require?
So you think no one should vote?
Well, you see, the thing is, I really asked you the question first, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Like, I could ask you a similar question, why don't you put your head down the toilet? And you could say, well, why not? And I could say, well...
So what do you want, a monarchy or a tyranny or a communist country? Or what do you want? You obviously don't like democracy because you don't want anyone to vote.
Democracy, sorry?
Yeah, that's what voting
Is that what you think? Is that what you think? You think that democracy is just voting?
So, but why do you say not to vote?
Well, firstly, if you can tell me a reason why you said that you've registered.
Yeah, to go and vote. Yeah.
Why would you vote? Can you give me a good reason? Because there is a chance. I know you're not into money here, but I'm quite happy to get you produce to the value of £50 if you can give me a coherent and logical reason with no logical fallacies in it as to why I or anyone should vote.
Because, right, we live in this country, and in some countries, there's no vote, right? In China, for example, where I lived, I used to live in China, and over there's only one party, the Communist Party. You got no choice in the matter, And so living in a place like that made me realise, actually, we're quite lucky living in the UK that we have the opportunity once every 4 years to vote in a general election to say which party we want to run our country.
Okay, now. There are actually logical fallacies in your argument because, just the fact that there are other countries where you can't vote.
I mean, what I'm saying to you is we're lucky in this country. We're one of the luckiest people in the world because we're almost, comparatively free compared to a lot of worlds. No, we're not, No, we're not free. We have to pay a lot of money. We have to pay a lot of taxes and fines and stuff to live here, So I like to have a say in who's going to be running the country. Is that...
Well, okay, but...
I don't understand what your problem is with that.
Right. Okay, I'll tell you what the problem is. That firstly, you don't have a say in who's running the country. Do you, really? I mean, who did you vote for last time, may I ask?
I voted the Green Party last time.
Okay, are they running the country?
No, they're not, but everyone needs to go and vote. Young people, old people, we need to save the NHS. The Tories are selling off the NHS every single day, yeah, and the media are not focusing on it. We're all being brainwashed, right? Don't let the Tories sell the NHS. Go and vote on the 7th of election. It's very important, people. Peace.
That's crumbs. You get crumbs. What you're saying is, go on, guys, go have some crumbs.
Yeah, exactly.
Have some crumbs. You can have paradise. We're on a potential paradise, a rock in space. We all live here. We can do anything we want with it. The only thing governing us is physics and Mother Nature. There's some crumbs. Have some fucking crumbs going. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're so lucky we've got crumbs because in the other country they've got rotten crumbs.
Yeah, I agree.
We get crumbs. How good's that? We're so lucky.
But
Fuck
it's not
off.
crumbs, man.
No,
we're rich people. Do you know what I mean? We're rich people.
I can answer the question why not to vote. Right. Firstly, because it is. I mean, not that there is such a thing as a waste of time, but it is futile. It's foolish and futile to vote. That's the first thing. Secondly, because by voting you are participating in, basically, I would say, in a court. If you were actually in a court of law, and I was running the court, I would find you guilty of being complicit in crimes. So, in other words, if you could, let me ask you a question. If you could vote for the CEO of British Aerospace or the CEO of Lockheed Martin, who are an American-based large arms manufacturer, if you could vote for either of those to rule over you, which would you vote for?
Neither of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so therefore, by voting, you are taking part in their criminal activities. Hold on a second. Okay. The third reason is because voting, as far as I can see, from my limited understanding, is similar to choosing which actors are going to act in EastEnders, right? At the end of the day, they have to read their lines. Yeah, they get their lines from the producer, okay? And you get to vote who's going to do the acting. Frankly, I don't really care which nutcase does the acting. That none of them are well. Anybody who thinks that they have a right to rule over anybody else, whether they do it from the Green Party or the Red Party, the Purple Party. As far as I'm concerned, they need urgent medical attention. And by hold on a minute, by voting for them, you are being cruel. It's actually cruel, because you wouldn't vote for people who were in a mental institution who are saying, "Oh, I can rule the world. Oh yeah, we'll vote for that nutcase."